Alright folks, this will be the last cast here by the mooring sail, and I'm gonna make a 5-minute run downstream, check how fishing is there. I have a few spots there that sometimes produce. I don't know why I'm getting so close to the mooring sail now. What is the trolling motor thinking? Huh? Don't matter. Yeah, it's exactly the same though. It's exactly the same. Oh, that's a white bass. Okay, I'll take a few white bass. White bass are much easier customers than black bass. Good size white bass for ultralight fishing, but I want to catch one nice fish for the thumbnail, so I will make a quick run. It is right at noon right now. It's right at noon. But these bass, I've caught them there at noon before. If they are there, they will still bite. Here is my honey hole, folks. To be honest with you, rarely there is honey here, like 1 in 5 times. They just don't sit here very often, but a couple of times I just absolutely killed them here, folks. I mean, it was fish after fish. I made a video called bass, drum. I mean, it was big fish after big fish here, folks. So I keep checking this when I'm fishing for bass, because it's a 5-minute run with the gas engine. But if they're here, talk about drag strippers. These fish here strip drag, are very different from the ones on the mooring sail over there. Right there is a drop off. If they hit on the drop. There's a few fish here. Let me spot lock here. I told you. When they hit here, they furious. Mucho furioso. These fish here on this spot are furious. There's a sharp drop off there. I saw a few fish. I spot locked. Stay here. I don't think he's big enough to be my thumbnail fish, but he feels pretty nice after these dinks upstairs. Oh man. Man, is there a rush on the super ultralight. I have decent pressure on this fish because there is a couple of stumps here right in front of me that as a matter of fact have at least half a dozen Japanese jigs as jewelry hanging off of them. I grab this stump every time I just retrieve my lure. It will grab my jig and never let go. Man, this fish put up a good fight and he's not ready to pose for pictures yet. Is this a smallmouth? Looks like one of those tiger color, tiger mark smallmouth. Yeah, it is a smallmouth. Man, that's a 1 pound smallmouth, folks. Good thing we have the size 8 hook. Size 8 hook. Without the size 8 hook, with the gold hook, we would have been toast. We would have been a toaster. The net is, of course, difficult to access, but he kinda out of gas at this point. We got him. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Now that is a proper bass. Okay, he's not big for bass tournament kind of deal. Yeah, maybe 13-14 inches after all. Man, looked bigger in the water, man, all flared up and aggressive. Another ripper. Another ripper. When they here, when you find them here, uh-oh. This one is kind of difficult. This one has an attitude. This one has an attitude, folks. I need to pull just a little bit off the bottom for this. Just get off the bottom a little bit and let's fight over here. Come fight over here, bro. We ain't doing that. I've got the braid, bro. Where you going? Yeah, you got the attitude. I know you. I know your type. That's the brown back type. Yeah. Yeah. Come here, buddy. That is a gorgeous bronze back if I land him. That is a proper size. It probably will qualify as a keeper on a bass tournament. This one is nice. Unless it's a drum, but it's too aggressive to be a drum. No, it's not too aggressive. It is a freaking drum. It is a freaking drum. Gosh dang it. Oh man, come here, bro. Now that is proper size fish. Super ultralight. He might be 3 pounds, maybe more. That here, folks, is proper size. Small piece of kitek. Right in the nostril. He wasn't going nowhere. I'm starting to talk like my son now. Oh no, don't poop here, bro. There you have it, folks. Not that brown. I confused him with a smallmouth. He put up a good fight, let me tell you. Definitely good fight for the rig that I'm using. The question is, do I have a spare pair of hand gloves? Because the left hand is gonna smell pretty good. Right hand is okay, but the left hand, folks, is gonna smell good. All right, brand new kitek. See if we can catch a few more. Very weird. I'm here at the better spot. I'm at a better spot here, but I see less fish than up there in the shallow where I caught both fish. Usually this here is the good spot because it's deeper and a bit of a shade. Yeah. Fish? Yeah, it is fish. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. But that's not that small of a fish. He's like the same like everything else we caught upstairs. Now he kind of pulling. I thought might be a big bluegill over there. Through the hook. This braid, man. This braid. I don't know how many bass I lost today. I don't know how many bass I lost. Now, in all honesty, man, back-to-back casts. Back to how many bass do you need? Now, this one is a little bit nicer, and I will take some time with. No, it's not that big, but it's a little bit nicer. So we will play him. Rigid, man. This little reel is rigid. Perhaps even more rigid than the Vanquish. More metal feel than the Vanquish. smallmouth. This island has good population of smallmouth, but I don't know if it's my lures. I've never caught a big one. I caught a big Kentucky out of here, 3 or 4 pound Kentucky. Come on, get some air. This fish does not want to give up. Crazy. Crazy fish. Did you get some air now? Are you done? Are you done? Give me the long net. Good. Good, I say. Hey, he's not that big. The same like the first one, but they are over a pound here. They are over a pound here. And they were under a pound up there. Therefore, we can conclude that here it's better than over there. Youpidee! I still want one a little bit bigger. Man, the wake that is coming, I'm talking wake. Look at this, these yachts. These yachts, man. Woo! Gosh dang it. Not the best time to be installing a 2-inch kitech. Look at the bank now. Is this going to be good for fishing or bad for fishing? Wow. Look at these wakes, folks. Look at these wakes. Look how much erosion just this one boat did. Is there still fish there? I don't know after this jerk. Let's find out. That was 2 fish on 2 casts. But now with this jerk, who jerked everything, that jerk. Look at this. That jerk jerked everything, folks. We have to cast outside the mud here for a few minutes. I just cast. I don't know what this is. Ow, spit it out again. I don't know how many bass I lost today. Got one of them. He's not baby small. He's just small. But not baby small. You don't have to go baby. Did you see what happened? Big shad came out of his mouth. I've never seen a lure tossed up like 5 feet up in the air, up to here. That takes some force. Man, these fish, catching them with just braid, with no suspension, no nothing. Braid is no good for bass, folks. I know 90% will disagree, but it is no good for bass, it is no good for carp, definitely no good for crappie. I don't know what braid is good for. I guess for catfish it doesn't matter, because if you grab that with a circle hook, who cares? But I don't like braid. I don't like the noise, the feel, the zero stretch that everybody says it's a benefit. To me, zero stretch is a downside. Wow, this fish is full of food, but no wonder given what we saw jump 5 feet out of his mouth. These fish here, folks, are not hungry, let me tell you. I don't know why he's not bigger. These fish are not hungry. Some right over there, but that's very risky. Gosh dang it. This is a comedy, folks. This is pure comedy. That was a nice fish. I would have liked to land him. He was a smallmouth too. It's a pure comedy. There he is. They're back. They're back. We are back. They're back and we are back and everyone is back. Hold on now. They're back and we're back. Everybody is right back where we started. Let me pull him a little bit away from the party here. We don't want to spook everybody in this party. That's amazing. These fish like this spot and that's it. That's another smallmouth, folks, and he is not tired. Man, right at noon. I don't know, it's like 12:30 and these fish are still biting. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Maybe the current gives him energy, I don't know. Water temps are kind of hot, but these fish do not want to tire quickly. Let me tighten the drag here and lose him. I want to cast again, folks. I don't want to spend 20 minutes with this little fish. I want to cast right back there. Come here, bud. He here, he ours, he here. Exactly the same like all of the others. I don't mind catching this on the ultralight, but I want just 1 2-pounder for the thumbnail. Is that too much to ask? There's another one, folks. They're right. Do you see the drop off? They're right. They piled up on this. See, the bank is kind of white, and then there is a black line, and then it's kind of green. The black line is because of the vertical drop off. They're all lined up there. Oh, hey now, hey now, hey now. Take it easy now. You're not that big. Take it easy now. You can stay here and catch bass after bass all day. Just all day. Just all day. Is this bass or something funny about this fish? Something funny. It don't feel like the head shakes are kind of big, maybe gar even. This does not feel like a bass. Big head shakes. Channel catfish or maybe even gar. This does not feel like a bass. This is a bass. You know, I gotta say, I lost 10 bass today already with this braid, but I haven't broken even once, which has never happened with the ester line. The ester line will sometimes just break with no warning, like without warning. He sits like a stick getting ready to explode. This smallmouth, they're like that. Sits like a stick, and then acrobatics. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. We have to cut these fights, folks, from the video. Just like I do with carp fishing, I don't show you the whole fight because too long. Let's see what we have. Maybe a little bit bigger, just like 1 inch bigger than the last one. Scared me. I thought he was something else. I really did. Maybe just a little bit bigger. They're all healthy, but why don't they grow up when it's full of food here? Not of food, with food. I mean, the place is chock full of minnows and bluegill. I can just lob it there. Yeah, right on the drop-off now. Yeah. There's another one. There's another one. Stay here. I wish now I had the 4-pound monofilament so we can yank these fish and see how many we can catch. Because I really enjoy landing bass on the super ultralight. When you're fishing bluegill and crappie, and every 10 or 20 fish you catch one little bass and you enjoy the fight. But if every fish is a bass and you take 10 minutes to land it, then it's a bit much. Now this here did not take 10 minutes to land. First of all, he's small, then he's Kentucky, but he ain't hungry. I don't know why these fish are not bigger. I honestly don't know. These fish should be 3-4 pounders. It is full of food here. There's another one. Folks, something changed again. Now the water is dirty without having boats and the current is just ripping. I think they started discharging around noon. They start discharging with the highest speed because there is peak electricity use. And I think I'm gonna call this a day. I really wanted to catch one big one for the thumbnail. I might do the drum for thumbnail because it was the biggest fish, but it will be a weird thumbnail title combination. Fishing with the exist for bass and put a big drum on the thumbnail. But it will be funny. Let me land this guy. Because I'm very hot. Look at how fast the grass is traveling. It is very difficult to, like when the current starts ripping, these fish are not roaming around anymore because it takes too much energy. They're getting tucked in somewhere and you gotta run right in front of their mouth. And it's kind of difficult, and my back is completely wet and sweaty. I'm tired. It's 93 degrees, and to tell you the truth, it doesn't look like I'm gonna catch anything different. So let's end this video with this beautiful, I think this is a largemouth. I don't know, doesn't look like Kentucky, doesn't look like smallmouth. I don't know what this is. Let's not end the video with this. Let's end the video with the reel. The reel feels amazing, as you would expect. Very rigid, very crisp drag performance. Awesome for fighting bass on ultralight. I can say a lot of good things about the reel. The difficulty for the purchase of this reel is that it costs twice as much as the Airity STSF and twice as much as the Vanquish. But is it much better than these reels? I'm not gonna tell you now, even though this is the third fishing session with the reel. I just didn't catch anything worth a video on the first two sessions, but I will make at least one more trip with the reel, and I'm gonna tell you my final word about the reel there. But thank you folks for watching this one, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.